Watch your step around here, stranger. Stupid Stormfists! Stupid Orcthane! What a mess they made! Fieldgore Orcthane and his Stormfists! Nothing but cowards and thieves, if you ask me. Soldiers are supposed to be honorable, noble. But they slaughtered the Volyar family. They killed unarmed civilians. They killed my brother's wife. They wanted free Mead. Can you believe it? Savages, the lot of them. My brother Heraldar plans to get the meadery up and running again. If you want to lend a hand, talk to Heraldar. He's over by the farmhouse.
I've got to get the meadery open again. I made a promise. You picked a bad time to visit Volyar's meadery, friend. It used to make the sweetest mead you ever tasted, but that was before the Orcthane's thugs showed up demanding free mead. Their leader got angry and lost control. He killed the Volyar family. More than you know. They killed my wife, Inga. She was Old Man Volyar's daughter. I planned to reopen the meadery. My brothers came to help. We need to get rid of the Stormfists and gather the ingredients Rorold needs to start fermenting mead again. I'm a farmer, not a fighter, and the place is still crawling with Fieldgore's thugs. Maybe you could get into the meadery and make sure it's safe. Once inside, grab the recipe book and some fragrant herbs and rare spices. We'll follow behind you. We followed you, and Iroldar dealt with the remaining Stormfists before heading back out. The meadery is completely secure now. Rorold is already at work downstairs. We want to start filling orders as quickly as we can. Thank you. This has been difficult, but I'm grateful. Rorold muttered something about honey and giants. If you're up to it, I'm sure he could use your help to get his first batch of mead started. As soon as we're up and running, you can have all the mead you can drink. Oh, by the way, have you met my twin brother Iroldar yet? Iraldar's outside somewhere. He hates losing, and I know he wants a crack at the orc bastard that killed my Inga. If you see Iraldor, make sure he isn't in over his head. Fen should be along shortly. I just wish I knew where Bjorld was.
The bees are too agitated. They must be calmed to produce the most flavorful honey. The Stormfist ruffians chased a giant across the road, right into my beehives. It's scaring the bees, and frightened bees make bitter honey. You need to get rid of that giant before anything else goes wrong. Wait, it's coming. Another one of my brilliant ideas. There! And that is why Haralda made me the master mead maker. Use the bees against the giant. Just kick a beehive. The bees will go after the biggest target out there, the giant. Well, it was just an idea. And a rather good one, too. Oh, I know. Let me splash you with this. It smells like smoke and ashes. The bees hate it. Now you shouldn't have any bee problems.
Ah, blasted Stormfist cowards! If I hadn't taken a dagger in the ribs, I'd deal with these damn Stormfists myself. I'm the tough one. I've taken down some of the Stormfist soldiers, but their leader, Khajiit, still lives. He's the one that killed poor Inga. As long as he's alive, these bastards won't leave. Someone needs to plant Khajiit's head on a pike. Khajiit's camp is up the path behind the barn. Take out more of his troops along the way, and that ought to make Khajiit angry enough to appear and face you. And when he shows up, kill him. Then we can stick his head on one of these pikes. An orc head on a pike will be great for business. It shows that this meadery is safe, and that the snow peaks are as tough as nails.
Khajiit's axe hungers for blood.
I saw the whole thing. Well done. I wish I could have helped, but you had everything under control. Meet me down near the barn. We need to stick this ugly head on a pike. I can't wait to tell Haraldar that this Khazok bastard is dead. Nothing yet, but it needs to get stuck on one of these pikes. That's where it belongs. You should do the honors. It's only fair, since you defeated him and all. That should put the fear of Shore and the rest of those Stormfist lackeys. Ha! That is a thing of beauty. Khazok's head never looked better. It might be ugly, but nothing says security like an orc's head on a pike. Haraldar will be pleased that that we took care of Khazok. It's small comfort for the loss of his wife, but he'll appreciate anything that helps the meadery. Now we can put this meadery back together again. Thanks.
How are the bees? The success of the meadery depends on their honey. It has to be perfect. And you brought me its toe. I was only joking about that, but thank you. I started organizing things here. I don't suppose you ran into my brother Briorel, did you? He looks like me, but he's not as smart. I sent Bjorl to get a barrel of apple blossom honey from the barn. He probably got lost, but I need that honey to make more mead. Could you get the honey? And if you see Bjorl, send him this way. He needs to deliver these casks to Windhelm. What do you think mead is? It's fermented honey. The flavor changes depending on the honey, spices, and herbs used in the process. It's a delicate balance to get it just right. You can try some when you come back.
Go away, honey. So yummy. What? Can't a guy have a little peace and quiet for a while? Brigands, overbearing brothers, too much honey. I need more sleep. Oh, I was having the most wonderful dream about a bear. Oh, all right. I'll get back to work. I just need to rest my eyes for a few more moments.
Have lots of ideas for new flavors of mead. I just need to find more suppliers of spices and herbs. Wonderful. I'm sure it will make a delightful mead. And another batch is ready. I would be honored if you'd be the first to taste it. Oh, a touch of this, a bit of that. Just take a good long swallow. See if you can taste the subtle notes of Alakia's spice, wildflower honey, and late summer herbs.
Well, look who's finally up and about. You really can't hold your mead. Rorold's latest batch must have been pretty potent. The Voljar name has always stood for fine mead. In memory of my wife, we plan to continue that tradition. Thanks for your help.
They say Argonians can smell skin stealers. Must be why they went after the lizards first.
Geralt keeps wandering off. He always was the lazy one in the family.
Welcome to Voljar's meadery. Please excuse the mess. Sorry. We had some trouble, and there hasn't been enough mead to fill the order. I'll get it on a cart as soon as possible. Here, take this bottle. It's my way of apologizing for the delay. Not since you put that orc's head on a pike. You'd be surprised how much business the orc's head on a pike has brought to the meadery. Thanks again for taking care of that for us.
They should really make the mugs bigger.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
And we couldn't. What indignity! What utter... What... Who are you? Leave me alone! I'm not doing anything! Oh, such embarrassment and folly! It's a horror perpetrated against the dignity of Dunmer culture. I'm talking about the clothes. These rags, they're a horrendous joke.
And Rigurt plans to meet the ambassador wearing them? Oh, it's an incident in the making. I will not have it. I'm doing Rigurt a favor.
Well?
Need a drink.
Is this Odd Street?
They're all the same. Given all the helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Some drink to forget. I drink to remember.
Welcome back, my most excellent friend. How goes the hunt? Excellent, and just in time, too. We must welcome most important foreign dignitaries to Windhelm. Here, a set of cultural garb just for you. Please, put these on. I am ready to receive ambassadors in style. Ladies can't resist cultural garb. Get dressed and meet me by the docks.
Did you drink my drink?
Excellent. Oh, you are here. And you are all fancy. All cultural and everything. What? No, of course not. Well, maybe a little. The meat you brought looked so good. I took a teeny swig to calm my nerves. I can't help it if the bottle was so small. Being master of ceremonies is hard work. I bet King Yoren drinks plenty. Don't be silly. Here come the dignitaries. Now, look casual and dignified. Welcome to bustling city of Windhelm for King Yoren's amazing Corn Liquor celebration. We greet the ambassadors of the glorious Dark Elf and Argonian nations with stinky arms and open fish. Let Rigurt be the first to welcome... one moment, please. Let me just check my notes. Ambassador Flies of Steel and Ambassador Normal. Ha!
How amusing. King Yoren sent his court jester to receive us. Bravo! Bravo, I say.
What an interesting form of greeting. I may never truly learn to understand the dry skins. Perhaps we should head to the inn, Yvette.
Yes. Cracking
I hope the
suggestion.
plague took
Perhaps
quite a
they'll have
toll
something
before
other than
it
that.
has finally stopped.
What is that awful Nord beverage? Oh, yes. Mead. Ugh.
That went amazingly well. Oh, I think. Nonsense! You worry too much, my friend. This is going to be the best corn liquor ever. Now, please take this. It's a gift for all your hard work. Rigurt insists.
It's about time Windhelm sent someone. What took you so long? Just you? I hope you're tougher than you look. Sorry, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but we're in trouble out here. The Stormfists came out of nowhere and forced us to retreat from the fort. We escaped, as did Lieutenant Koruni and a few of the soldiers. I don't know what the Stormfists want, but we haven't seen that clan around here for almost a decade. Koruni sent word that she plans to sneak into the central barracks. If you could liberate the soldiers that were captured during the battle, you could assist the lieutenant when she tries to retake the barracks. Good luck freeing our soldiers. I'll stay here and wait for the detachment from Windhelm to arrive. Anything to help with your mission, but we must be quick about it. Fort Morvunskar's primary purpose is to protect the royal tombs beneath it. Most of our departed rulers are buried here, including our dearly missed Queen Nirnhild. Beyond that, it doesn't really hold any military significance. The Stormfist clan hasn't been seen in these parts in almost 10 years. Back then, they supported the traitor Fieldgore. As to how they took us by surprise, I'm not sure. They came out of nowhere. Still, it dishonors us that we failed to stop them. I received word that Lieutenant Koruni plans to try to infiltrate the central barracks and take out the leader of these invaders. Meanwhile, I need to wait here for Windhelm's soldiers to arrive. Then we'll sweep in and join the lieutenant.
Finally! Hurry up and untie me. I want to get out there and crack some heads. All right. I won't crack any heads until the lieutenant says so. I'll meet you at the barracks.
Thank Kain. I thought the captain forgot about me. I'm on my way.
Captain Hamar and Lieutenant Koruni finally sent someone to get me out of this. It's about time. Thanks. I'm on my way.
Have you come to kill me? Do your worst. I won't bow to field gore. Thanks. I'll see you there.
You rescued my soldiers. For that, you have my thanks. We are ready to take back the barracks. I need you to deal with the invaders' commander, the Nord called Halskar. Find his orders. We need to know what's going on. They should be someplace safe, not far from wherever you find the lout. I had a feeling about you. Glad to see that I was right. Now follow us.
I am Nirnhild, Queen of the Nords. I come to you from Sovngarde with an urgent demand. The relics you took from that strongbox were stolen from the royal tombs beneath Fort Morvunskar. Return the relics to their rightful places in the tombs below, of course. What else would you do with them? Accomplish this task, and I shall forever be in your debt. Meet me behind this building, at the entrance to the tombs. I shall wait for you there.
How bad does it look? The barracks are clear. How did you fare against Halskar? Let me look at those orders. I see. Those dogs came up through the crypts. That's how they surprised us. It says something here about their true prize being in the crypts below. I wonder what they could be after. These orders make it sound like the Stormfists want something from inside the royal crypts. And they were actually signed by Fildgor Orkthane. That means the Skald King's traitorous brother has returned. Just what I know. Skyrim's royal family and their honored servants are interned below. Well, the dead ones anyway. The fort was built to protect the crypts. They are precious relics, to be sure, but nothing to make these brigands risk so much. Well, there you have it. Thievery and desecration. Still, these orders seem to imply there's more to it than that. Perhaps you could go below, return these items, and make sure everything is all right. The entrance is behind this building. Go on, check out the crypts. We'll handle things up here. Woman? What woman? I saw you strike down Halskar, pull something from the lockbox, and then pause for a long moment. I thought you were catching your breath up there. Well, they do say that the royal tombs are haunted. Soldiers tell stories of seeing and hearing strange things during night patrols. Still, if a spirit spoke to you, those relics must be special. Did the spirit happen to give you a name? Queen Nirnhild. Our beloved queen was struck down in battle against the Akaveri 10 years ago. I'd listen carefully to whatever Queen Nirnhild said to you. You are truly blessed, my friend.
This is going to heal, right?
I've been waiting for you to arrive. The relics you recovered are very important. When they were removed, it disturbed the Draugr below. Please return the relics to their proper resting places. Who else would I be, mortal? Recent events have called me back from Sovngarde, but I am still my people's beloved queen. Now, don't you have some relics to put back in the tomb? Come down here and look around. The cup belongs on one of these altars, but I do not know which one. This chamber contains the remains of the honored cupbearers who served the rulers of Skyrim. I believe so. The old Nord cup symbolizes and honors the servants who perform the thankless duty of providing for the needs of each generation's royal family. All I can tell you is that the cup holds the key. Examine it carefully and choose wisely. That appears to be the correct altar. Very good. I will see you in the next chamber. This chamber contains the remains of advisors who served the throne. Trusted counselors, viziers, and shamans are buried here. The book contains a collection of ancient Nord proverbs. As you can see, a page has been torn out. But that was not the only book damaged when the Stormfists invaded this chamber. You need to find the correct page to restore that ancient book. Read the book and any pages you find. Matching a torn page with the writing in the book should be simple enough for one of your experience and skills. Excellent. Who knew you could read ancient Nord? One chamber remains. Mine. Bring my amulet and meet me there. This is wrong. Something is terribly, terribly wrong. My body. The crown of Freydis. They should both be here, but they are gone. No. Layers of magical protection engulf the interred. Any Stormfist that tried to even touch my body would have been obliterated. Only those of royal blood could have... No. My brother. Has all honor deserted him? Why would he do such a thing? Vildgor! Go, quickly. Perhaps you can catch him before he gets away. You must retrieve my mortal remains and my crown.
Make sure that no one gets past you, Shakul. Cover my escape.
You're too late, weakling.
I need aid!
Vildgor has his prize. He's in Cradle Crush by now.
Ah, you're back. Lieutenant Karuni's plan worked perfectly. And she says she owes her success to you. Good job. While you were in the tomb, Korune launched a strike against the invaders from the barracks. A detachment of soldiers arrived from Windhelm just in time to help us take back the fort. It is indeed, and thank you for your help, my friend. As long as we hold Fort Morvunskar, you are welcome here.
I no longer know my own brother's heart, but now I know yours. Even though Fildgor escaped with my crown and my mortal remains, you have performed a great service this day. Keep the amulet. You earned it. And as long as you carry it, we will always be connected.
Thanks for your help. You did great work today. Thank you. With Fort Morvunskar back under our control, we should send word to the king. Let him know that the royal tombs are secure. Will you deliver a dispatch to Fort Amel? Yes, reinforcements from Windhelm brought the news. The king has gone to Fort Amel to meet with Pact dignitaries. Take word of our victory to the fort. Speak to Thane Oda, Wolf Sister there. We're going to get the fort up and running again. My scouts report that there are still Stormfist troops in the area. My scouts report that the Stormfists are fortifying Cradle Crush to the southwest. We can't let them establish a foothold, or we'll never get rid of them. It's an old oak fortress, but it hasn't been used by hostile forces in years. If only we had the troops for such an action. We're in no condition for another battle right now, but I think we have time. Something strange is going on over at Cradle Crush, but it doesn't appear that they are about to launch an attack or anything. Unusual sounds. We hear crashes and moans, toppling trees. We see smoke on the horizon. I have no idea what to make of it. And I can't spare anyone else to investigate right now.